The joke is that he's playing.
May 11th, 9:40 a.m.
He's just playing. That's what he's.
I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. But if I can figure out Lady Kiwa's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe...
Nick, today, well, I, actually...
Don't look so down, Maya. I'm gonna defend you with everything I've got.
I wonder who that is. Oh, it's her.
Here it comes.
As I said yesterday, I'm gonna defend my client in court.
Well, you almost had it right the first time. Defend your shorty.
Well, know
Nigga.
this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused.
Never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found.
The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate.
Sly, you're echoing.
This shall be your very last trial.
I'm like, that didn't go down the right throat, I guess. Nick.
I'm gonna prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm, to the folks back home. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I may be a defendant this time, and every other time I was. But I'll be by your side like always, because I guess they allow that in this country.
Thanks, Maya. This place is tough on lawyers. I need all the help I can get. But it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time. Let's go.
You don't think she's like washed, because like she hasn't been on the defense team for so long?
It's like riding a bike.
Washed.
She can always phone a friend. Apollo and Athena are on standby.
They're like countries away in what time zone?
What time
The
zone is
job of a
Japan
lawyer
ordained in?
never ceases.
Yeah, they answer their phone. They hoping now.
Darian, you're the judge today.
Oh,
Damn!
She was like, fuck, I
no,
gotta do
bruh.
something.
This episode sucks.
Why are you...
I don't even know how to do the Uncle Arrow voice.
Just sound like a man, Darian.
you can do that,
Let the
can't you?
trial of Maya Faye begin.
Dude.
You wanna
Alright.
do that again?
Try it again. Just sound like a
Let the
deep
trial of Maya Faye begin. I don't
That
know.
works.
I'm trying.
That works.
Type shit. You're on your majesty.
You're...
What? You say it again? I need you to be a little louder.
Starts playing some music.
Hello?
Quiet! Can't you see Prosecutor Satmadi is absorbed in silent prayer?
Great. The trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me.
He's very devout for a prosecutor.
Hmm? Why is the accused standing over there?
My bad.
Your Majesty. In addition to being the accused, she is also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well, then. A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul.
That wasn't very nice.
That's a new face.
Yeah, well, bad-mouthing lawyer seems to be a custom of sorts here in Korean.
It doesn't look
I mean,
new.
that's a
It's
face
just
that she
in
did
3D.
before. It's in 3D
Different.
now.
Yeah, you just haven't seen her in 3D before.
Fucking
It's
dummy.
been a while. I must say, I am surprised to see you still here in Korean, Mr. Wright.
Why haven't you left yet?
And even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice once more. I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
The answer is simple, cuh. I am a lawyer, and this is what lawyers do. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
Dude has not said anything.
I'm just off in La La Land.
Such foolishness.
Nigga praying. This dude's in La La Land.
That's crazy.
Talking to the butterflies.
Prosecutor Sadmati, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay.
I need to turn Discord up. I can barely hear.
I gotta turn Discord up. But first, I promise you this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Splendid. I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sadmati.
Please save the victim's soul, Prosecutor Sodbody.
Punish that wicked lawyer. Fuck him.
Save the Soul Society.
I think I'll pass on that whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance considering what Apollo's told me about your bum ass. Bum.
You heard Apollo's name and sighed.
So, it was you who instilled that putrid loyalty guile within him.
Putrid what?
He too must soon face fire, lest his soul be lost to redemption.
But he beat you, bitch.
But I
Yeah.
shall send you on ahead, so that he will not be lonely when he arrives.
I'm so happy to kill niggas.
Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up. I'm dumb as shit. Nervous, Maya?
A little. I mean, it is our lives.
Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court.
Too bad I'm the defendant for like the 4th time.
Don't worry. I haven't lost a case together yet.
You're right. You've never lost a case before. Let's give this everything we got, Nick.
Now then, Prosecutor Sadmati, would you please explain the case at hand? Please.
Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin with the last rites of the victim. Maya Faye has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Tarast Imi. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain.
And the cause of death?
Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime scene photo, shall we?
Let's update that shit.
Damn.
The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen.
Wowee.
The murder weapon was likely the Rabad dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched.
A sacred relic used as the tool of murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe.
The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite.
Bars.
The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes. And the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Koreanism. During the rite, the victim and accused were the only two in the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Faye.
I must say, that does cast a great deal of suspicion on the accused.
Indeed. Now then, Allow me to submit this diagram at the crime scene as evidence in this case.
Inner sanctum diagram. A diagram of the scene of the high priest murder. It shows where the lanterns and the warbot statue are.
In Korainism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, Mayafe's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell. The hell tickling.
What?
Tickling?
There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years.
That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
I'd rather not get tickled.
And here I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain.
I
Here we go.
don't remember killing anyone, and I don't have the dagger or anything like it.
As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. But more importantly, she had no motive to kill the high priest in the first place.
I thought you might say that. Nevertheless,
Eee.
the meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence, Raifa Padma Karain's insights.
Oh, I
Here we
see.
go. She's gonna start
He
praying.
ran back to his home country where he had the advantage because he got washed by Apollo. So it is, and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see. Bars.
Here we go again, bro.
Bailiff, please show in the royal priestess.
Because the royal priestess can always predict what's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Except for that last trial when she didn't predict everything wrong. What do you know?
There's no
Glory
limit
to
the
the Holy
delays.
Mother for this blessed day!
Popular as ever, I see.
Rest assured, good people of Kurain, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their freedom express today.
Damn, she
Okay.
understood.
She's
She understood the
conquered
words.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us her divine favor. Dihara Koran.
She sure looks pleased with herself.
Because she's always right.
Jacking herself off.
Especially for someone who didn't know that a Freedom Express, what a Freedom Express was until yesterday.
Is there something stuck to my face, barbed head?
Yeah, it's called your ego.
No, nothing, Your Benevolence.
Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you please.
Very well. Nana, my robe.
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Hell no.
Okay. Another nigga watching his intro.
Girl, hell no. Get your ass on, bro. Get off the stage.
I imagine saying that and they just saying that out loud and Phoenix just gets fucking killed.
dragging it, bro. You don't need to do all this. Just turn on the screen in the pool.
Imagine you're the defendant and you have to see this, like, before you might die.
Yeah. This is one of your final memories, man. I would
Let's
hate
see.
to be born into this country.
Last thing you see before you're locked up for life. The last thing Dirk saw.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Bro, checking both doors in the
I guess a knife's gonna show
in
up.
FNAF. Then you pulled up the cameras. Then the animatronic appeared.
Mm-hmm. What? Oh, it looked like he got closer.
The victim's Mitama has spoken. The divination seance is complete.
Fa. Another clearly incriminating seance vision.
Well, we won last time.
It could not be any clearer, O foul defense. The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim.
Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light. The scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. One can almost sense the horror Abbot in me must have felt.
For sure.
The facts as presented by her benevolence are indisputable.
But that wasn't me. Something, Nick.
I'm working on it. Couldn't have been any clearer. I'm in for another uphill battle.
As it always.
The accused committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite.
Come to think of it, the Wrights God explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. The transformation rite. The high priest reads scripture while the priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water. Lady Kira enters the spring, and the high priest purifies her along with her dagger. The rite of fire. The priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul.
Indeed.
Ordered indeed.
It would seem the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, Barbed Head,
She's so hyped.
would you care to object?
Of course, because I know my client is innocent. Bitch!
So you say. You truly do not know when you are beaten, do you?
Managed to pull it off last time at Albie. I just had to do it again.
I just gotta win again.
You intend to find fault with her benevolence's insights yet again? It would seem lawyers are Polkunan creatures indeed.
Look at that Pokukan. Pokukan.
Damn, slurs.
What the fuck is that? If you don't mind me asking.
Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak. You know, in our country they say shit, maybe.
Oh, so it is a slur. They can call me anything they want.
Call me what you want.
They can call me cringy. They can call me a leafy clone.
But you can probably
not a
call me-
weeaboo. The only thing I
Okay.
care about is uncovering the truth.
You're fine with being called a leafy clone? Man, have some standards.
So, Barbed Head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth?
Yes.
You say have some standards, but
Because
the first one
my
was a hard R.
insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave.
I am the truth. I am nothing but the truth.
The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. As the first part, the transformation rite, ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed, till finally he passed from our world.
Ew.
That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments.
Dressed in the sacred robes of Lady Kira, the accused rushed the victim head on. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer.
Yes, it is plain for all to see.
No, it wasn't me.
Bars.
A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't even get the chance to put on Lady Kira's robe.
I'm not Kira.
Oh, and by the way,
Sleeping on the job, Maya?
You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the royal priestess's divine insight.
how'd you end up finding contradictions last time?
I caught them lacking.
The deceased's final memories include all 5 senses.
Oh, you mean those words that appeared in the Pool of Souls? Looked to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sensation was to the victim.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me too. The sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Rifa's insights the last time.
So there could be contradictions between what Abbott and me felt and her insights, huh?
You got it, and I'm gonna find them this time as well. Should I check how to point out the contradictions in Cuz insights?
What is that, just
No.
a tutorial?
Do you require further tutorial refresher?
We got it, right? So I doing all that anyway.
Yeah, I
I was
wing
gonna
it every single time anyways.
say I don't think we need anything new, like
Cool.
the same stuff.
Cool. Still, the sensations this time seem to fluctuate more than the ones from Albie's trial. In which case, I'd better keep an eye on changes in their intensity too. Okay, time to point out the sensations that contradict the insights. Man, next, I don't give a fuck.
Is that the sutra?
Go through it.
Yes.
Smelled her ins. He
Next.
heard the footsteps, but I thought that said wind. What the fuck?
Next.
Go back to statements. He did more before he heard the footsteps. He heard the wind first. Like, right there. Pause it. Or can we not do that? Oh, well. Can I go back a little? If we can.
Well, you probably felt the wind more than
Oh.
heard it, but
And he also heard the footsteps afterwards.
It's probably nothing then.
go to the right.
He bowed to the lanterns.
Go to the right. God damn it. Go to the right 3 times. I mean left, rather.
I think it's the next statement. But
As the first part, the transformation rite ended, he lowered the sutra. Okay, he lowered it. What happened
and
after
notice
that?
he felt the wind, heard the footsteps, smelt the incense.
Okay. What was the first statement too?
The very first one. Commence the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. That seems pretty consistent.
Can we look at the court record? We have like the description of the transformation, right?
Wright's guide?
Yes.
Right. Next.
Damn.
Fuck out of here.
Wait,
We didn't read the fourth page. Look at the fourth page.
Let's go back. Never mind. I don't negotiate it for the last page.
Okay.
So what, the prayer part comes in last?
Go back. Go to the right twice. Or go back and then go to the right twice.
Okay.
Ace Phoenix did say we have to pay attention to the intensity of the words.
Yeah.
So. mm, mm.
It's the steps.
Why?
It's the footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Click that shit because the incense grew, but footsteps didn't. Can you press the tabs? Skip to the last one, or like the
Where it
not
says
that tab,
footsteps
individuals.
in the video. Good. Right there.
Stop.
Sound.
The victim supposedly heard the accused approaching footsteps, but did he really?
What nonsense is this? Is it not abundantly clear?
You're such a dumb child. No, it's not, because there's something strange about those footsteps.
Strange? Explain yourself, barbed head.
See how she stuttered? Because she knew she's hacking.
The footsteps are strange because they don't get louder.
Yeah.
They're not getting any louder. The fuck?
And why exactly does that matter?
Please tee the fuck up. Look, the incense on the victim. Look how that shit smells. Look. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. Very, very stinky. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of the footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of incense grew stronger.
Speaking of smells. Why?
Bro.
That makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, your benevolence?
Well, there must be a reason.
Well, actually,
Objection.
Right,
Yeah,
someone tackled her ass just there.
Now you know to save you.
It is as they say, even a putrid worm of a lawyer will turn.
what does that even mean?
Fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Hey, what she said.
I'm not exactly singing your praises. He's not exactly singing your praises. That's
Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of his loyalty source.
Alright.
Your benevolence. Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the Abbot Mitama.
Listen more carefully? Dude, what?
dude, what, dude?
Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation.
Refine the situation? Nigga, are you AIing the video?
I can more accurately gauge sensations by deepening my communication with the Mitama.
I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before?
By refining a sensation, a clearer picture of the truth can be discovered.
Always find some way to update the autopsy, man.
Some things refuse to change.
Oh, blessed Mitama, I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call.
Nigga, fuck you.
Footsteps change into bells. What could this mean?
Bells? But the only bells at the scene of the crime were...
Ah, that jingling must have come from Abbott and me's bells.
You mean those big shits he had on his ankles?
Well, there you have it. The sound of bells was from the High Priest's own footsteps.
Then that means.
If the footsteps belong to the victim himself, it means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. The victim was the one who went running toward the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what her benevolence's insight would have us believe.
But why would the victim have approached the accused?
Maybe he was trying to defend himself?
Please explain.
He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with a dagger. If so, I mean, shit, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked.
Still your voices. This is nothing but a theory, and a poor one at that.
I love game theory.
Be not led astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation.
Objection.
While his insolence is inexcusable, I would ask that you calm yourself, Lady Benevolence, or your benevolence.
Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Sadmati?
Even if it was Abbot Inmi who moved, it still does not negate the accused's crime.
What do you mean?
The accused was likely waiting for the High Priest to approach.
Ah,
And as he neared, she plunged a dagger into him. It is as simple as that.
Alright. It doesn't change much, does it?
yes, it is as the prosecutor has said. In fact, it is as I meant to say it all along as well.
Yeah, man.
Right. And that's why you were so shocked when you first heard it.
Understand now, lawyer? That contradiction you've conjured up has come to naught.
Always knew she
Once
would
I
prefer.
hone my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun. See? The fact that it was Abbot in me who moved changes nothing.
Come on, Phoenix. You gotta keep her cool. That contradiction I pointed out must mean something. That one sensation change after Princess Rhea refined her vision. It stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of that refinement. Let's focus on any sensations that have changed, while searching for more contradictions between them and her insights. Hear that, guys?
What?
No, I didn't hear you. Could you say it louder?
What?
I forgot.
Why did I?
Alright.
I think this is Blue's Clues. Why are you bowing to lanterns? We're not gonna
Go to the
bow
right.
back.
You said Blue's Clues. I thought about Dora the Explorer.
Saw that wind glitched.
Yeah. There was water.
Water?
What do you mean water?
No, he stepped in the juice.
Go to the right.
Next. Next.
That is it. Really curious about that. Well, wait. If he moved forward, when he hit the water, if he didn't fall over. Like, he got the water before the
Mhm.
pain.
And where was he standing? Look at the diagram again in the core record.
The guide for trouble. Was he standing
Yeah,
in
like
the water?
what water did he step in?
That's
Did
what
she
I'm
pee
trying to figure
herself?
out. So, like, if he moved forward, he moved away from the water. Yeah, let's point out that water.
Good move.
He
Here,
said,
though.
did you pee himself? Pause.
Uh,
Water.
Water. I mean, the water is only up for like 2 or 3 seconds.
we doing it on this statement though.
Oh.
Go back. Go to the left twice.
Yeah, then pointed out the water.
Facts.
Yeah, sure.
Objection!
Oh. How do we know the purification rite was performed exactly as it was supposed to be?
That's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear, and Abbot Inme would have adhered to them.
True, true. Well, that's strange.
I keep on forgetting I'm him.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain just what is so strange, Bars?
Yes. I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps. The sound of bells, well, them shits changed to the sound of the water at one point.
What's this?
What's this? You made it.
It's simple. The victim must have stepped in some water. Yes, and the only source of water in the sanctum is the spring. And therein lies the contradiction.
What contradiction?
Yes.
I believe the rite started out as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring, and the accused stood right in front of his ass. But we know now that the victim then moved into the spring.
Bokonka! That is absurd.
This means the accused's location differs from what her benevolence's insight indicates. Again,
Then, where do you propose the accused stood once she donned Lady Kira's robes?
Oh, and by the way,
based on the sound of the victim's footsteps, I believe Maya was standing here.
It wasn't Maya, but you know, the woman was standing in the spring.
I guess that would explain why he would get wet, yeah.
True sklip.
Unless she's a real squirter.
Alright.
Until this moment, we've all just assumed that Abbott and me and Miss Faye were standing where they were supposed to be, as shown in this Wright's guide. In short, the victim should have been standing with his back to the spring, and the accused in front. However, if that is how they were really standing, he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. That would be stupid as fuck. The problem is that the victim did step into the spring. This can only mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water.
But if this is true, then their positions would have been completely reversed. Was bro standing on a hoverboard and just didn't know how to control it? Like, what's going on? What is going on here, Miss Faye? Were you really standing in the spring?
I'm sorry, but I don't remember anything, dog.
High Priest would never make such an obvious blunder.
What on earth? Is that even possible?
If that's enough in that tiny
Be
bubble.
that as it may, this does not overturn my insights.
It doesn't?
Let us say the accused was standing in the spring. So what?
So what? This completely reverses their positions, is what?
That their positions differed from what is customary is rather curious. However, what does that change? It certainly does not erase the accused brutal crime.
Shit, chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the
niggas.
first insignificant contradiction you can muster.
He's right though. She's right though. Sounds like Princess Rifa has a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about.
Oh, Maya. Where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now?
Fade to black and zoom in.
Is this contradiction really meaningless? But something really doesn't feel right. I'm tingling. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere?
I'm ting.
I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Now the contradiction is no more. But the truth of the matter still stands, no matter how stubbornly you deny it.
What do you have to say for yourself now, Mr. Wright?
Yeah,
No,
Nick!
Your Majesty, this lawyer may have raised a trivial objection, but her benevolent insights have no further inadequacies of any kind.
Yes, so it would seem.
Wait a second. But there is another contradiction.
And that is.
Still you flounder about, wretched beast. Though you rack that pituitary brain of yours, nothing worthwhile will come of it.
Maya, please tell me you remember something that might help us out here.
Sorry, I literally don't remember jack shit. But now that the place I was standing has changed, who knows? That alone may cause a new discrepancy with Princess Rifa's insight.
That's right. We know now that Maya was standing in the spring. A major change like that could very well produce a contradiction. I should take another look at the inner sanctum diagram in the court record and confirm where Maya and Abbot and me were standing. And then focus on finding any discrepancies between their positions and the insights. Go back and look at that. Yeah, go all the way back.
It's the wrong one. It's
Click
not
that,
the right lantern.
Yeah, click that.
Oh yeah,
third
if
tab.
you had to rush to a broken lantern, that wouldn't be the spring side one.
Spring side lantern. Pause. It's the wind.
Wait, hold on. Go to the nigga.
The lady? Oh.
Oh, well, I meant just more pointing, but it don't matter now. Go back to the third tab and play. I was curious if you can click stuff beside the words. I don't remember.
Well, you mean like the lantern?
Yeah. But
Go
just
back
click
to
wind when it says wind.
The wind. The wind should be our get out of jail free card.
pause right there. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Objection!
Wait a minute. Oh, whatever.
Oh, it's too late now.
Your relinquishing isn't this statement inconsistent with the vision?
No, that's incorrect.
Inconsistent? I think not. Try
Cuss.
again, idiot.
Exactly. That's where the inconsistency. Alright, bitch.
Nigga, shut the hell up.
Need a cinnamon roll.
Go to the third tab.
The fourth tab had the wind on it. Oh, you're not doing.
I know, but I wanted to just give myself time to say pause. Now we fucking missed it. Go back.
Click on the fourth one again. It's literally just pause. The lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Objection!
You had the right idea. You just clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, we're so stupid. Your benevolence, I found a new contradiction.
I was too advanced for the game. Watch
Hooray!
this.
You did? No doubt it is but another one of your vile attempts to slander my insights.
No. Take a good look at what the victim saw. Just might change your mind. The lantern flame behind the accused was flickering.
There is nothing unusual about that, especially as the wind had stirred.
Bruh.
No, that's where you were wrong.
You investigated with him.
If the accused had been, he was just staring at my statue the whole time. He didn't give a fuck about none of what I was looking at. If the accused had been standing in the spring,
She was mesmerized by my peanut butter complexion the entire time.
She was just hating.
what you see here should be one of the lanterns flanking the statue.
I fail to see your point.
My point is, something is wrong here. The two lanterns flanking the statue were both outfitted with glass wind guards. So neither lantern's flame should have been, flickered in the wind in the first place.
Okay, nigga, and she seems pretty tickled. Yeah.
I remember saying anything funny.
I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see.
Hooray!
This will be your downfall.
Oh, blessed Mitama, I beseech you, fix your sight upon the lantern there.
Huh? The lantern does have a wind guard on it.
And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame within for the rite of fire.
Alright, so what are we doing?
Therefore, there is nothing odd about the flame flickering.
Whoa! Huh? But when we searched the crime scene, those lanterns had their wind guards on.
That's because the police put them back on. The sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for hundreds of years, the Frens. We could not risk them being extinguished. even during an investigation.
But that would never fly back home.
We do not care back home.
Well, Barbed Head, are you done quibbling? If so, then it is time to bow down before this testimony of the Mitama.
Oh, dang!
Nick.
Don't worry, Maya. I'm just getting started. Alright, let's go over everything we know so far. On some shit, gangster shit.
Bring your dad in the room so we can make it legal.
What?
Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring. The high priest is thought to have been moving toward her. So, I look for sensations that stand in contradiction to this arrangement. I won't give up. Like at all. I'm gonna find a contradiction that will undermine the accusation against Maya. If it's the last thing I do.
Dude.
Duke Dennis.
Hey, we can see the lantern.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, we
can see
can.
the lantern.
Oh yeah, we can.
That one looking kind of broken though.
It
Just
is
saying.
actually really funny when you come down to it.
Mm-hmm.
So are we spamming that same sense,
Lantern?
though?
Oh, the
The
wind. Yeah, you
fuck?
can see it. See the wind.
Bro got turned around. Open the windows of heaven. Pour out a blessing. Well, that was weird, guys.
My question was the statement. Are we spamming the same statement?
Hey, that one looks fixed. Does that one also look fixed? I don't know.
What do you think?
I mean, if it's the lantern we're thinking of by the spring side, it should be fixed. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Start from the beginning.
Start off from the beginning, Nelly. Way up, way up.
Stop it.
Click the lantern, bruh.
On this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Objection!
What could this possibly mean? That lantern clearly contradicts the inside. Like, are they not looking? Like, goddamn it! But this contradiction
Well, I'm always right, so I don't need to
will
look.
overturn the entire case I've been building.
Oh well. Are
Wouldn't
you
be the
alright,
first time.
Mr. Wright? Bars. 1 minute you shout out, and then the next you fall silent.
Perhaps it is like the bellow of one who is barreling down a hill with no way of stopping.
Like a snowball?
Is that not right, Prosecutor Satmati?
He's like, whoop.
He saw the meme.
My honest reaction to that information.
He was like, "There's always two bitches telling each other exactly." He didn't want to be a part of it.
Don't get cold feet now, Phoenix. Even if this overturns the entire case you've built so far, the only way is to keep moving forward, because that's where you'll find the truth. Bitch. Sorry, but I'm not barreling down the hill. In fact, I'm in full control of everything with the indisputable contradiction I found.
Is that so?
The lantern behind the accused clearly, no, blatantly contradicts your insight. Yep, I'm going there.
Does it now?
Yeah, well, the lantern on the interest side of the inner sanctum was broken. And if you watch what Abbot Emmy saw in his final moments, his last breath, his last John, you'll notice that the lantern behind the praying form of Miss Faye is broken. Broken as fuck. As fuck. The lantern behind Lady Kira however, is still intact. In short, we are seeing two different lanterns in this seance vision.
How could this be? And even if it were so, how would that contradict my insights?
She mad as hell.
She's really funny. She's embarrassed. Let me start by saying the claim I'm about to raise. Get ready. It's going to overturn the case I built thus far.
Will the defense please explain himself?
Shut up and let me talk, old man. Based on the broken lantern, we can tell where the two niggas are.
The two niggas are.
Yes.
Where the two niggas are.
But did you not just finish asserting that the accused was standing somewhere else?
Nigga, I just said I'm overturning my shit. Like, nigga, I did, yes. And I built my argument on that faulty premise. But thankfully, it has led us here. To the actual spot where Maya Faye was standing.
Just sounds like the surprise sound effect that they use in Disney Channel sitcoms.
Yeah. The laugh track?
Not the laugh track, but like the I must say, if the defense keeps changing its assertions in such a capricious Capricorn, its credibility may come into question.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to take that risk, Your Majesty, because I believe this will be the last time. I'd like to start by pointing out the actual spot where the accused was standing. Thank you very much. Bitch. Peach, bitch, peach, bitch.
Very well. Show us where you now believe the accused was actually standing.
Based on the location of the broken lantern, where was Maya really standing?
Go down a little bit. Go down a little bit more. Right there.
Man, my mind blown. Why was she standing there?
Sure. Wasn't thinking straight before, but now it's all falling into place. You know the victim had stepped into the spring. That means Maya Faye had to have been standing in the water as he approached. However, his memory, which has only now become clearer, reveals that Miss Faye was standing by the side of the broken lantern. In other words, she was standing where she was supposed to be according to custom.
Does that not bring us back to the very beginning?
No, this is where things take a different turn, and I mean that literally. I'm a rapper myself. The victim had to have been moving toward the spring. That means that while he was moving, he had his back turned toward the accused.
What's this? Do you mean to say the victim turned around during the rite? But such an image does not appear within the seance vision.
Actually, it does appear. It just had no one noticed until now.
No one noticed. How could no one have noticed something so big?
Well, you see,
She said.
There was a moment when the scripture the victim was holding was all I could see.
I was gonna comment on that. I'm like, damn, your eyesight is that bad? You gotta hold the thing up like Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Thanks to that, none of us could
What's
tell
your
that he was,
offer?
in fact, turning around in that moment.
My favorite.
you're
No.
Oh, my fault.
Who am I?
If it is as if it is as the defense asserts, then her benevolence and insights no longer make sense. How do you intend to explain that?
Objection!
She's just wrong, bro. Like, what do you want to do?
I don't need to explain anything because it's just as you said, Prosecutor Sadamati. Your benevolence insights don't make any sense because they contain a huge error and has been doing that multiple times now.
Such insolence.
You hear that, audience? Second time. Second time. Keep track, because I am. A huge error, you say. Do explain.
The huge error is
The warder of the
probably the fact
Wrights?
that it's just another nigga that actually killed.
Oh, you think there's a third person?
I do.
I know. What do you think,
I
Darren?
sure wish my black friends agree with me.
Darian? Oh. I mean, I thought you had the orders.
I'll go with the bottom. I think it's a safe bet.
But okay.
I believe this is what happened at the scene of the crime. The victim was reading a sutra when suddenly he sent someone behind him. He immediately looked back to see someone dressed as Lady Kira standing there, menacingly. Wishing to see who it was, he approached the robed figure. That's when he was stabbed.
He was like, "You there? What are you doing?"
This cannot be.
Oh, but it can. And it is. The insight stating the accused stabbed the victim is wrong. And that is the real truth lying behind this testimony of the dead.
Poor.
Oh,
Are you suggesting
Maybe.
That she should.
that there was someone else at the scene of the crime?
Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitama yet again?
Yep.
This cannot be.
Dead.
All right, now stay down there, please. We're trying to get some work done.
That was a close one. She fucking dead yet? But I managed to divine the true meaning behind the seance vision somehow. I should record these. I should add these new facts to the court record.
And this nigga ain't died yet?
Your benevolence. Please allow me to take it from here. I will overturn the brass accusations of this faithless, putrid-minded lawyer.
Yes, I shall place my trust in you.
Are you sure about this, Prosecutor Saad Mahdi?
My work as an international prosecutor has taken me to courtrooms around the world.
Didn't ask.
And in that time, I've learned to perform the last rites for souls in trials lacking a seance.
Yes, of course. Forgive my ludicrous inquiry. Luda!
Moreover, I have with me a forensic investigator from overseas.
Oh, damn.
It's her.
I will show you the most magnificent last rites ever seen.
Okay, sure, man.
I guess he really does think highly of Emma and her forensic expertise. I'm impressed that he's come to understand their value. Then again, he is an international prosecutor who solved tough cases around the world. Tell him to hunker down, huh?
Now then, let us continue with today's proceedings. Could the defense please tell us who the third party dressed as Lady Kira was? Your new claim has negated the insights of the royal priestess. Again, this is the second time. So I trust you have some evidence to support it, correct?
Yes, of course.
I faded back black because he just lied.
This third party must have really wanted to kill the high priest. I might be able to identify who it is, or who it was, if I had evidence of their murderous intent.
Well, we're waiting, Mr. Wright.
The evidence that can reveal the identity of their party is this.
Shit, I don't know.
I don't know. We always be staring at this bed. Ew.
Get the right page?
Maybe the suicide note or whatever.
We're
it
gonna
was
be
called.
here for a while, Blue.
The ransom note.
Maybe.
We have a ransom note?
Mm-hmm. Take his ass for ransom. Is that it?
Yeah, that's the bloodstained letter.
I was talking about. What was the other
Go to the
one?
right page.
The other thing.
The other letter?
That thing.
Oh,
over
that
there
letter
on
right
the
there?
left.
The one that we can actually read?
Second to last.
The letter.
Or second to first.
The,
Second.
the
that
letter.
one. Yes.
The warning.
Yeah, what that shit mean.
That can reveal the identity.
Yes.
I mean, we can't read it, but that's my guess.
Alright.
I already said to stroke that thing, so. 3 days before the purification rite, the victim received a warning letter from an unidentified Bink Boingle.
A pink foingle! Oh my god!
He did.
Whoever sent the shit clearly meant to threaten the high priest. The letter said, do not perform the rite. But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the high priest was murdered.
Who do you suppose sent that letter?
A person with something to hide. The rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira herself.
But she's so nice, man.
No, she's not.
Yes, but
Peace. I don't understand. I had heard the Lady Kira that has been in the news of late only hunted rebels. If so, why would she have killed the high priest?
Excellent question. Maybe it would help to think of it this way. What if the high priest had secretly been a rebel?
The high priest? He couldn't possibly have been a rebel.
God, this dude never loves talk. Loves hearing himself, man.
The high priest, a devout follower of Qur'anism, a rebel? Do you even comprehend the blasphemy of what you speak? Well, do you?
Boy, hell no! I too found it hard to believe at first. But as I continued my investigation, it started to become more and more plausible.
Objection.
Clearly not.
The third party was the rebel hunting Lady Kira? And the high priest was a rebel? You're a mockery of Qur'anism. No. Of the kingdom of Qur'an, itself knows no bounds.
You do it to yourself. Shit ass country.
That shameless Pokuka lawyer!
making a mockery of our religion.
He should be hung just for speaking.
We should lynch him.
As a faithful Qur'anist, I take issue with these claims. Don't check my hard drive though. And I am loath to admit them in today's proceedings.
I don't like where this shit's going.
The defense's claims are but vile blasphemy tantamount to spitting on the Holy Mother.
Hawk-toing on her?
Is it really that big of a deal, man?
Abbot Emmy was a distinguished monk and very well respected. So yeah, everyone loved that man.
Ugh. Please don't let this turn into an international incident.
You're asking for too much.
But fear not, good people of Karain. The rantings of this putrid-brained lawyer, who seeks solely the soul of the deceased, shall come to no avail once I conclude these last rites.
Didn't the introduction to this game already spoil that this becomes an international incident, or am I misremembering things?
The prosecution's assertion that the accused killed the victim remains unchanged.
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. Subtle foreshadowing. But the victim was stabbed in his abdomen. How is that possible when he had his back turned toward Miss Phaith? Someone must have had to kill him.
Objection.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Maybe she
Yes, I
has
am.
substituted herself for someone else.
You may have invalidated the seance, but do not let it go to your putrid head. The karmic flow of this trial is, as yet, still in my hands.
What, bitch? How can you be so confident? It does confuse me. With a lot of
Something
these
has
niggas.
occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of a third party are but a deluded fantasy. And I shall prove that by calling on no witness to the stand. An eyewitness who will deliver a definitive answer that will dispel the defense's doubts.
An eyewitness? Is what?
But I thought there was only 2 people there. Very
Yeah.
rare. Let us call this eyewitness to the stand.
I guess the eyewitness was the killer then. I mean,
Oh, here we go.
let's see. A new person. This dude.
It's him again.
Well, now, he has to be the shaggiest witness I have ever laid eyes upon. What's
Okay.
that supposed to mean? Please state your name and occupation.
What do you mean what's that supposed to mean? Do you see his face?
I meant to say, why does that matter? That's what I meant to say.
Oh, I'm, that so-and-so. Whatchamacallit.
Trying
You're
to
doing too
do
much,
some
man.
O's.
Just talk, bro.
Anonymous TBD.
Oh, forgot
Just
Just
that's
kill
what they
yourself.
call me.
TBD, as in to be determined. Can't you just tell us your real name?
The witness has suffered a blow to the head, rendering him amnesiac. Therefore, I named him Anonymous DVD in my report. But he thinks DVD is part of his name.
Objection.
You're letting an amnesiac testify?
Feel
Have
like
no
we haven't done
fear.
that before.
I have already questioned him at length. While it is true he has utterly forgotten his name and past, his memory of what he witnessed is still very much intact.
Phoenix, you let a bird testify. It has to go both ways, man. Considering the dearth of information, any new
Nigga, we let a
knowledge,
whale testify.
any new knowledge may be of help. Yeah. Therefore, I will permit his testimony. Now, Mr. Imus, please tell us what you saw.
That night, I was up top Mountain Pony Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum. I hate crowds, so I climbed up there to pray in peace. I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around, I used my binoculars to spy on the right of the inner sanctum. That's when I saw the accused stab the high priest with a dagger.
His mouth.
There's no way you saw his face stab the victim with a dagger.
Bars.
I swear I don't know what he's talking about. Or don't remember, at any rate.
Mount Pony Pony, the beautiful mountain that is also known as the Little Sanctum.
Yeah, they must be talking about that smaller mountain from the poster.
Mr. Amos, I was wondering,
What can I do you for?
the inner sanctum lies at a high elevation where clouds and fog can obscure the view. Are you sure you were able to see what's happened from the mountaintop next to it?
Ah, good point. His Majesty raises an excellent question. Well, Mr. Nigga?
On the day of the Wright, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I had a perfect view. If you don't believe me, check the weather forecast in the paper that day.
Nick, don't we have the newspaper that day?
Yes, let's take a look. Does say calm, clear skies, don't it? Yeah, well.
Remember that last sentence is going to be important.
See?
Calling it out.
Told you so.
It's okay.
Well, it would appear the witness has offered testimony worth hearing.
Dude.
Mr. Amos, I too have a question for you.
Word.
Didn't you already question witness?
Well, that's what I'm here for, right? Shoot.
How was the accused holding the dagger? Was she holding it underhanded? Its blade protruding from the bottom of her hand?
Yep, I believe she was. It's called a reverse grip.
Ah, I thought as much.
Hold it!
Hold it right there. What bearing does that have on this case?
I'm gonna go watching his intro.
Cease your interruptions, you putrid-headed lawyer. Do you not see the significance in how the blade was held?
Yo, why don't you enlighten me? Oh, enlighten one.
I knew you were a fool. I can already picture you in your next life.
Next life?
Yes, after your soul rise for centuries in the pits of hell, you shall be reborn as a witless sea urchin, with barbs liberating your posterior. You shall live a short, inconsequential life, only to be beautifully devoured by a sea hunter.
That was a bit excessive. I simply asked what the dagger grip had to do with the case, asshole.
Now to pay attention. How the accused held the dagger is of vital importance. With such information, we can infer exactly what actions she took. You were saying that the victim was killed while he had his back to the accused.
Bro, where do you get them shoes from? Niggas like you used to get shot back in my hood.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
As such, the accused's dagger's grip tells us something very important. The accused approached the victim from behind, swung her arms around him, and plunged the dagger deep into his abdomen using a reverse grip.
What?
Thus, Mr. Amos' testimony clears up any doubts that might remain.
Ah!
Okay.
And it coincides with her benevolence's insights as well.
Seeing a nigga happy made me so mad just now. This is a disaster, bro. Thought I'd blown those insights out of the water, but now they're back to haunt me.
Oh, that's a reference to the case because the wind and the water.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Please.
I was behind with my little eye, a little.
Present the curtain thing, my Bob.
Oh yeah, we do have ritual curtains. How could he have saw anything? I forgot about that.
Curry range. Present.
Cup. I had my doubts about this bushy piece of shit, but now I know we can't trust him.
What? You ain't just judging me solely on my bodacious beard, are you?
Not at all, Mr. Amos. It's much more than your sketchy appearance. It's your sketchy testimony.
His testimony, you say?
Yes, recall how the inner sanctum was how it was that day. Specifically, that it was completely enclosed by the ritual curtain.
Why, yes. I believe you're right.
The curtain would have completely blocked the witness's view from Mount Ponimoni. Therefore, he couldn't possibly have seen the murder happen.
Hoo-ha!
Diddy Kong me.
I hate Smash fans. Mr. Amos, have you been knowingly making false statements to this court?
Hey, you got me!
I've been lying.
The witness will lower his voice, even though he didn't say that very loud.
I didn't actually see the accused herself.
Wasting my
Why are you here,
time.
bro? Like, get the fuck out.
He didn't actually see the accused herself? What's that supposed to mean?
Let me set the record straight. I beg ya.
Boo.
Give me another chance.
I saw their shadowy silhouettes projected against the ritual curtain. The figures were created by the light of the full moon on that clear and still night. She was just a shadow, but I could tell that it was the accused's hood irony, reverse gripping that dagger.
Reverse gripping that thing. Shadows? That's what you saw?
Ding ding. I could see what was going on by the shadows projected onto the ritual curtain.
In the future, Mr. Amos, I would rather you offer up accurate testimony from the start.
Forgive me, my main man, Mr. Magistry. Chalk it up to my fuzzy memory.
Kinda bars?
Though his but shadows, it is still valuable testimony.
Monk irony.
Yeah, shadows are a good testimony.
Sorry, I mixed up the judge's voice.
When
You have to be
you
kidding
do
me,
so
bro.
many, sometimes I get mixed up.
Mine are all the same. Like I'm literally the same. What are we gonna do now, Nick?
Yeah, Phaith is just Amy Rose, girl.
All I can think of is
Except for Pearl, she's like kid girl.
to look for inconsistencies between the actual Wright and what Mr. Amos says he saw.
Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness once more.
Higher.
Wow, was he really watching everything from Mount Pony? If so, then I should see how his testimony lines up with the conditions of the right.
Okay. Well, let's look at the conditions of the right.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But do it.
Stop.
Look at the booklet. Check it. Okay, next. Man, go to the left real quick. Pony Pony is the small one?
The one on the left.
I got nothing. Psych! He's lying. It is the one on the left, right?
Doesn't even know.
Go back. Go back to the diagram where it shows the mountains. Yeah, it's the one on the left, right? Wait.
Yes.
It shows Inner Sanctum and Mount Pony Pony. Okay, so if the moon is over Mount Pony Pony, how do he see the shadows? That's not how light works. I do art.
That is stupid as shit. Go back.
The shadows would be casted from the other side.
Yeah.
Right? Or is this game doesn't know how lighting works?
Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Were we
Yeah,
talking
we
about the
were-
wind? I don't remember.
Dang. I got iced out. Momentum
Well.
canceled.
Momentum again.
Don't cancel.
I see their shadowy silhouettes. I know we pressed everything. That's what I remember.
What did Ace Phoenix tell us to do? Know the history?
Look at the court book. Look at rituals and shit.
Of the conditions of the rights. Right. That's what we were doing. We were gonna look at the booklet and look at the conditions of the rights. No. I remember. The moon. The moon was over the mountain.
You were talking about shadows and lights. Yeah, shadow and lights.
Yeah, and the shadow. The figures were created by the light of the full moon, clear and still night. So we have to present the ritual thing, the booklet. Yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Don't
We're doing
even
it
get
here,
there
right here.
when
We're
you
doing it
get
right here. We're doing it right here. I think we're doing it right here.
Let's go.
Objection!
Pretend like we never left for now.
You saw silhouettes projected by the moonlight?
Dumb nigga.
Sorry, but that's just not possible.
What do you mean? How is it not possible? That was totally possible. That's impossible.
Nigga.
I'm gonna need a logic, some bullshit.
Logicalese.
Where's his translator?
Okay.
Let's take a
The
look at this
perfect.
Wrights guide, shall we? The right is held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony Pony.
Dude.
Do. So if the moon
think I
was
should
shining
do
from
that.
the west, any shadows would have been cast
Do.
eastward. But Mr. Ernest was standing to the west of the inner sanctum on Mount Pony Pony. My nigga, bro. My nigga,
Holy
bro.
shit!
Oh, holy mother!
Holy mother of Frostclot.
Holy dick. That's right. Our witness here couldn't have seen any shadowy figures on that curtain.
No way.
Perhaps it was the sacred flames of the lanterns that cast the shadows he saw.
Hell no. I inspected them during my investigation, but these flames were too small to cast the crisp, distinct figures Miss claims you've seen.
The dark
But-
are crisp.
I did see those silhouettes. Really?
But how could he, Nick?
Maybe he was someplace where they were visible. Wait, don't tell me.
Tell me. Flip.
Your Majesty, if Mr. and Miss really did see those shadows, it brings a brand new fact to light. Bitch,
And what would that be?
I forgot.
We'll figure it out right now.
The brand new fact that comes to light if Mr. and Miss really did see those shadows is
He was somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else, my nigga!
It wasn't where he claimed to be at the time of the murder.
Oh? Then where do you propose the witness was?
Should forgot. Someplace where you could have seen the shadow figures naturally. Fucking duh.
Wait, you mean?
None of the mountains east of the inner sanctum are close enough for a good view. That leaves only one place you could have clearly seen the shadows from.
And where might that be?
There you go. Spell it out for you. This is where Mr. Amos was at the time of the motherfucking goddamn murder. That's just supposed to say it.
Inner sanctum? What's the Plaza of Devotion? Is that like the actual inside?
I thought that was like, was it? I thought it was like at the bottom.
Wait, we said the plaza? No, it's the inner, John.
Okay.
Yes, the inner.
The inner rectum.
And Mr. Big One was at the inner sanctum, just outside the curtain on the east side. Well, he was. That's the only place from which he could have seen the shadowy figures.
Hoo-ha!
Really? Well, I didn't even think of that.
Oh. But wasn't the inner sanctum off limits to all but the victim and the accused?
No. I mean, and a third party who was there, you mean? I get the feeling that's a subject prosecutor Sadmati would rather not touch right now.
You mean?
Yes. This witness with the scene of the crime. He is the mysterious third party we saw during the divination signing. He could be the one who dressed as a Lady Hero and killed the high priest. Some gangster shit.
Googie!
What?
Objection.
No one but the two participants were allowed anywhere near the inner sanctum. And the only way out there are the stairs that start down at the Plaza of Devotion.
I'm sure no one was allowed to fucking kill either.
So tell me, how do you propose the witness into that sacred space?
Very
Oh,
carefully.
You must have haven't thought that far ahead.
The sanctum has sheer cliffs on 3 sides and a step, towering rock face on the other. No one could have made it there by climbing the faces of those cliffs.
His Majesty speaks true. To say Mr. Amos was at such an inaccessible location is to beat it. Is but a bid to tarnish his credibility.
Finders right.
Is not right?
Right. I wasn't at the inner sanctum. No sir, no how. At least I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Hold it!
Then, what about those silhouettes you claim they've seen?
I'm starting to think I've been imagining things.
What? This is insane!
I knew we couldn't trust that lawyer. Kill him! Trying to frame the witness.
What? Bro,
It's impossible.
I was gonna read that line in case you didn't want to keep that in.
Unless I can show how we got to the inner sanctum. I mean, should I keep it? It just looks like I'm trying to slander Mr. Amos.
I believe in you, Nick.
Rah,
Rah,
rah.
rah, sis, boom, blah. Fight, fight. Phoenix, right. Hi.
Hard. Okay. The M in MC stands for my up.
What's your problem, lady? Phoenix Wright is very trustworthy, I'll have you know.
She's got some nerve for a criminal. I bet that lawyer poisoned her mind.
Shut the fuck up, bro, please. I appreciate the vote of confidence, but it's probably best to just keep it to yourself for now.
You got a lot of
Well, what
nerve
they
being
can-
alive.
Look, they can shout all they want. That's cool, man.
Yeah. I would advise the defense to think carefully before making any more sudden outbursts.
Yeah, nigga. If I wasn't the bad guy before, I definitely am now.
I still haven't watched that movie.
Now, Mr. Amos, I would like you to think back carefully before you testify next about where you were last night. Or that night.
Mr. Amos wouldn't survive a day in Apollo's home turf.
Yeah, they call him a bum.
I was
Kick 'em
never at the inner sanctum, I tell ya. That much I'm sure of, even with the fuzzy memory. Besides, it would have been impossible to get there in the first place. Boy, you lawyers sure are scary.
Okay.
Act like lawyers kill people themselves, yeah.
2 lies and 1 testimony. I guess it must have been impossible for him to get to the intersectum like he claims, but
Now, will you desist in trying to frame this innocent witness?
There's no
Yeah,
limit to
explain
the
that.
glory. Mr. Wright, is it not time to end these cross-examinations?
A moment of desperation leads to 100 million years of torment. It means that for each moment a sinner spends struggling to deny their sins, 100 million years of torment are added to their time of hell.
You might have to get closer to your mic.
Carnism is the strictest religion ever. Fuck these guys. He said that.
And just so you know, you've already accrued 200 million extra years.
Dang. Plus the 5 they started with, that's 700 million kajillion.
Sure, what's another 200 million, give or take?
It's a big deal to me. Can't keep saying that the witness was there at the inner sanctum if I can't prove it. The problem is, how am I gonna do that shit?
Good question.
In short, you are confident that your testimony is true. Is that correct, Mr. Amos?
Oh, exactly. Guess you don't got it. There's don't get you to be a judge for nothing. So in closing, I can clearly say that I was totally not there. 100%, no cap. Besides, it would have been impossible to get in there in the first place.
This testimony has been fact-checked by true American patriots.
I know, right?
We're
Let's
true
press this.
Korean patriots.
Hold it!
Crannies.
I wonder if it really was impossible for you to get to the inner sanctum. You know what?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Couldn't there have been another way to get there? A way that wouldn't attract attention?
No,
Underground
there
railroad?
isn't.
Which means there is.
Perhaps the defense would share its theory with us.
I don't even have a wild guess on the theory, though. Time to reach into my bag of bluffs.
Hooray!
He said
This
that
is
like
so
he's
great
Felix
to
the
hear.
cat.
This is so great to hear in the 6th game of your series.
Flanders, right.
Nigga, how would you fall from the sky and live?
Like, they couldn't even reframe it. Now they just said, nah, we're just bullshitting. Like, come on, man.
The bottom. I mean, shit, that's lawyers, man.
You saying he fell from the sky?
Yeah,
Ah,
that sounds like a blast.
I was gonna go with maybe he went mountain climbing. Cause like, it is a
Like you
mountain
said,
and niggas.
They were just saying that they couldn't do it, so they're not gonna believe that.
Okay.
nigga, he did not fall from the sky. How did he do that?
He went
Hold on.
skydiving, clearly they have planes.
I mean, I
Wait,
don't know. I don't
wait.
think it's not the cliff one, though.
Wait,
You think it's
it could be.
straightforward he came from the plaza?
look at our court record. Even though there's no health bar, and I don't think this actually matters, but look at that pile of shits.
Shit. Prayer flags? Oh, you're saying he used the prayer flags.
Ah,
There.
to fly. Let's go.
Is that what you're going with there?
Sure.
Saying he paraglided from the fucking sky, man?
Maybe he fell from the sky.
The lawyer thinks he's a comedian now.
I mean, I guess I am if I made you laugh, bitch. Bitch.
Peach, 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 peach.
Well,
Read, foreigner.
Well, technically, we're
I
the
was
foreigners.
wondering what crazy theory you would propose next. Well, defense, let's hear it.
Let's
Foreign
Oh,
man,
so-
then, I should say. The Germans could have parachuted down. You already know the weather was clear and there was no wind to speak of. Perfect weather for skydiving, I'd say.
Now that you have been backed into a corner, your delusions grow ever more delusional. The inner sanctum is a tiny ledge upon a sheer cliff over 2,000 meters tall. One misstep, and the skydiver will soon find themselves in the twilight realm.
yeah, I don't care how still the wind was. Even I couldn't have made that jump.
Wait, what's this building on top of the Sacred Mountain?
Oh,
That is Royal Penitentiary number 4.
how convenient.
All right. Princess Wright mentioned there was a prison up there. How do you get your prisoners up there anyway?
By helicopter, but only with authorization from the Minister of Justice. He is the only one who can approve flights that pass over the inner sanctum.
Criminal.
How convenient.
Might I also add, defense,
Yeah, please tell us.
that no parachute or any other equipment necessary for skydiving have been found.
Oh yeah, wow, thank you for the setup.
Are you saying I flew down there by flapping my arms? I may be an incredible dude, sexy even, but even I'm not capable of that.
Well, please add that statement to your testimony so I can easily fuck you off.
You got it, broski. New statement. It's not like I can fly through the air. It's not like I can fly through the air either.
Should we press it? I think we should press
No.
it. I need him to say that. I need him to outright say there was no parachuting material present.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold it!
You wouldn't need to flap your arms if you had some gear.
As I have already stated, nothing of the sort was found in or around the scene of the crime.
Ha 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 ha. Hard. I'd sure like to see some old so-called gear you're talking about.
Bro. Was there really nothing like that at the inner sanctum? What if there was something that could have been used as a parachute? I should give the evidence another look.
I didn't say this the last time, but I'm sure glad this game just spoon-feeds you fucking answers.
You continue to claim that the witness was at the inner sanctum.
The first time I was gonna say it was when he was like, I should look at this in the court record, this specific piece of evidence. I'm like, alright, thanks.
Well, the game was clearly too hard when it was 8 Phoenix trilogy, so we gotta get easier Apollo.
Yet said claim shall remain but a claim, bars, without any supporting evidence, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, see that now, bitch. If I can't find any inconsistencies, because I can always try to elect some more testimony.
By pressing the X button.
Nonchalantly calling people in a position of authority, just bitch.
Alright, go to the left.
Go back. Go to the parachute that we totally have.
Facts.
Oh,
Objection!
I'm stuck in my food.
What?
Yo, cuz. He right. He couldn't have skydived down there without any gear.
Well now, finally come around, have ya? Now you see that I couldn't have possibly been there at the inner sanctum.
Right. If you didn't have any gear, that is.
What on earth are you talking about?
The overreaction is a dead giveaway that I'm on the right track. Take a look at this piece of evidence. Please. Pretty please.
Those are prayer flags, are they not?
Yes, but they've been sewn together to create one big banner. A banner that could also function like a parachute.
Porconca.
Pokonka indeed, nigga. The people of Karain are so used to seeing prayer flags. And I believe they didn't even think twice about these flags during the investigation.
No, this cannot be.
The witness landed at the inner sanctum by using these prayer flags as a parachute. Is that not right, Mr. Amos?
There's no way out. I'm surrounded.
There's no.
Mr. Amos?
You're not surrounded. Don't do anything too crazy. Don't reach into your...
All this talk jogs my memory. I guess I was there at the inner sanctum after all. Tee. Isn't that great, Nayuta?
I am going to kill you.
As I expected. There were 3 niggas there that night.
You did it, Nick. You weren't wrong after all. Somehow.
Thanks? The fuck? Anyway, bitch. You were the one who disguised as Lady Kira that night, weren't you?
What? No way, no how. It's like this, oh yeah. I was only there at the inner sanctum by accident.
What?
Exactly. And that thing's not a parachute. It's a homemade paraglider.
A paraglider? Aren't you mean you could fly using that patchwork mess of material?
It may not look like much, but it's as sturdy as it can be. I rode the wind like an eagle, going higher and higher from my earthly launching point. But then something happened that forced me to land at the inner sanctum.
So you just happened to land there? You expect me to believe that?
Now, please calm yourself, Mr. Wright. However, the fact that the witness was at the inner sanctum is crucial testimony indeed. And it certainly warrants further explanation. Therefore, let's continue with more testimony, as much as we can, because this witness is so important to this case.
That evening, I was enjoying a trek through the night sky with my homemade paraglider.
Press.
But just as Mount Pony Pony was drawing near, something terrible happened. An accident forced me to make an emergency landing at the inner sanctum. As I landed, I banged my head, causing me to lose my memory. So you see, I ended up at the inner sanctum purely by accident.
Mr. Amos, you failed to mention any of this during your pre-trial questioning.
Can't be helped. I mean, I'm just remembering it now.
Continue such slipshod testimony, and you'll find yourself be cast, and you'll be cast into the hell of hangnails,
Not hangnails.
where you shall have hangnails grown and ripped out for 800 million years.
Hoo-ha! I think I'll pass on that.
Look like that cop prosecutor somebody off guard. Let's go. This is my chance to rip his ass to shreds.
I mean, if he's a prisoner, he was already... Never mind.
Alright.
That evening, I was enjoying a trek through the night sky with my homemade paraglider.
But
Hold it!
where You're the night sky with your homemade paraglider. You didn't go to pray?
A devout Koreanist like me can pray anywhere, even while flying through the sky.
Even
But I
on
wouldn't recommend it if you try it. Well, I wouldn't recommend you try it. You're bound to end up dead. Like, just look at you.
a paraglider? I didn't see anything like that.
That's because of the ritual curtain. It blocked your view. You should have seen me majestically soaring between the mountains.
Really? What do you think?
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me. I don't know what that is.
I was really enjoying that flight. At first, anyway. But just as Mount Pony Pony was drawing near, something terrible happened.
Next.
Ooh, wow, why'd I do that? An accident forced me to make an emergency landing at the inner sanctum.
Next.
As I landed, I banged my head, causing me to lose my memory.
I go to the left, press.
Hold it!
Why'd you say next and then go then press this?
I wanted to see what was that. What exactly was this accident you had?
Good question. Now, what was it again? The wind? Oh yeah, it was the wind. And not just any wind, but a sudden gale force made me lose control.
Wind was strong enough to make you lose control, eh?
You got that right. Wind will make you lose control.
Just go!
Okay then. Time to say good goddamn bye.
Gale force winds came out of nowhere, so I made an emergency landing at the sanctum.
Let me look what we got.
Do we have the
How
weather
do you get
reports?
gale force winds when the weather was clear as day?
Check it.
Yep.
I don't get that.
Go to the last page. You gotta check your work tables. Gotta check your work.
Already know my work. I passed my exam. Let's fucking go!
I'm washing my hands. Is it my turn to read? I don't know.
I'm washing my hands. He in the bathroom using the toilet, washing his
Hey,
hands.
get off this shit, bruh.
Closes the whole game.
Pre-goddamn sent.
What did you say? Say that again, but like slower.
Pre that dick up.
Do that.
I don't have a penis.
What?
Objection!
Goes let down. We have a saying in my country, Mr. Ernest. From one lie sprouts another.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You
should-
put a curse on me, you demon? You fucking demon?
Alright, it means someone caught lying will lie again in an attempt to conceal their first lie.
Chronic
In
lying.
other words, this current testimony is just a blatant lie you're telling to cover your tracks.
What did you say?
What did you
Damn it,
say,
I just
nigga?
said it like 3 different ways. You claimed gale force
Force-
winds caused you to lose control. But nigga, this newspaper has a weather report for the day of the murder. And it says that the area around the inner sanctum will enjoy calm, clear skies today.
Pokunka!
Why? I do believe it does say that.
I do believe
Pointless
in
dialogue
thee.
coming from the judge.
From one lie spouts another. That makes sense, but is it really a saying back home? I never heard it.
Yeah, I kind of made that one up.
For real, dude?
I mean, it's fine, ain't it? I mean, shit. The many quotes Kendrick made. Nigga don't know what he be talking about, but it's fine, ain't it? Anyway, your majesty.
Alright.
Magistrate.
The witness's testimony contains another flaw, one that's even more fatal to his cause.
More fatal, you say? The defense will explain himself at once.
Mr. Emmett claims he was flying up around the inner sanctum with his paraglider. Paraglider, but it would have been impossible to get all the way up there without any wind.
Why, yes, I believe you're right. But we know the witness was at the inner sanctum, so... Mr. Emus, how did you get there? And from where? Bars.
Without any wind, he couldn't have flown up there from the bottom of the mountain. By a process of elimination, the only starting point that makes any sense is... Your Majesty, I believe I have the answer to your question. To reach the inner sanctum, Mr. Immus must have launched himself from there. From
He
here.
has to dig deep for this one.
I know. It's like the hardest part of the case.
I think he fell from the moon, honestly.
Go to the... Click the rhythm.
Yeah, he
First
fell
day
from
out.
there.
First day out. This is T Grizzly in disguise.
Take that!
Or James.
Hoo-ha! Are you insane?
That's where he came from?
If he couldn't have come from below, the other option is from above. So you see, Anonymous came down from Royal Penitentiary number 4. He's nothing but a no-good thug. From there, he could have easily reached the inner sanctum by parachute. And that means he might have also killed the High Priest.
What?
We still haven't really fully proved that part yet. Mr. Amos, were you the third party at the inner sanctum? And the one behind the warning to halt the right that the victim received? Was it you we saw in his final testimony?
Memory.
Are you the rebel hunter, Lady Kira?
Are you the one person that went missing?
It's not even him, bro. Why are we, like, move?
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, sir, help me out here.
I think I want to kill you instead.
You did it! You finally left him speechless.
Say that louder, Maya, so
Oh,
that way.
come on, Mr. Prosecutor, man.
Quiet, you fool. You should use this time to prepare yourself for what is to come. For a fate far worse than hangman hell awaits you now.
Am I going to the shit hell now? Like the one where I shit endlessly?
Well done, defense. I must concede this point to
The
you.
hell?
I almost made a terrible joke.
You want to see the nigga eat that shit, dude? Man, eat it, I'm not playing.
The witness did in fact descend to the inner sanctum from Royal Penitentiary number 4.
I want to see you eat that shit. I want to see you fuck my wife.
And I'm going to grade your performance.
He didn't even put up a fight this time. That's awfully generous of him.
It makes me worried, actually.
But if you are as perceptive as you seem, then surely you have already figured out the riddle. The riddle of Anonymous' true identity.
I don't actually.
Oh, his true identity? Not sure I know quite yet, but I mean, I guess I'll have to answer with something, right?
It would seem I am the only one still in the dark here.
Oh no, we are still.
Would the defense care to enlighten me? Who is this man we've been calling Anonymous?
Oh, I thought we were gonna
Well,
look
you
in the
never
court
fucked
record.
Drake.
Not the court record, the ID thing that the other part.
The profiles?
Yes. Guess not. We're looking
Well,
at fucking
you
evidence.
can't do that in this. Go to left.
Oh my god, he's an attorney. Pull up a badge.
Ah, there we go. Beside the arrow, to the right of it.
The wanted poster? Oh yeah, that one.
Go ahead.
Damn, he missing a lot of hair.
Is this really him?
Only now do you realize the truth.
Arrest this man. He's wanted. Kill him.
Well, please do share with us your belated insight.
What's wrong, Nick? Why are you holding back?
That's what.
This is
Never mind.
This isn't gonna be very helpful to our case.
Really? Are you sure?
Unfortunately, we got no other choice. That scruffy beard and shaggy mane completely threw me off. But it's all becoming clear now. The nighttime base jump from the mountaintop prison. The precision landing at the inner sanctum using only a homemade parachute. Only a paratrooper, or more precisely a former paratrooper, could have pulled that bullshit off. This witness is That's Aribal, prison escapee and key member of Dirk's rebel group. So Dirk.
What is this, a robbery?
Basically.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
The witness is an escaped prisoner.
I told you they get horrible.
Precisely. The police have been scouring every corner of the city to no avail.
I think that's the last bad one, to be honest.
There's one more that I think is groan worthy.
In this country?
It's not from Kurain.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's
Yes, please spoil this.
Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
Meanwhile, here he was under our noses the entire time.
Hoo-ha! Didn't think anyone would see through my clever disguise.
But the witness's charade is not all that has been shattered. Easy to defense.
Boy, do I hate this guy.
Please recall the defense's own words.
Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the high priest. The other said, do not perform the rite. But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the high priest was murdered.
Who do you suppose sent that letter?
Person was
Okay.
He claimed that the real killer was the rebel hunter disguised as the Lady Kira.
Yeah, what's your point?
Come on, Maya, catch up.
What of the witness's true identity?
Only a paratrooper, more precisely a paratrooper could have pulled that off. Uh-oh, didn't see that one 20 minutes ago, or 2 minutes ago. This witness, that's Robert.
Oh no! Oh wow!
Eats nuts.
He is a rebel and an escaped prisoner. You could not possibly have been Lady Kira, mortal enemy of the rebels.
No!
Now, perhaps the witness will enlighten us to the truth. After all, he has yet to refute any of these.
Hoo-ha. You got me. I'm the razor-sharp fangs of the defiant dragons. That's a rebel.
Fine boom sound effects.
When did you get your memory back?
Nigga.
Oh, around the time you guys were talking about there being no wind. But you gotta give me credit for making all that testimony out top of my head.
Yeah. They prepared to tell us the truth now?
Well, it's true I parachuted down to the inner sanctum, but I banged my head on impact and ended up unconscious outside the ritual curtain. In short, all my eyewitness testimony was a big fat lie.
Kill him.
A big fat lie?
Oh, and by the way, I'm Kira.
I'm not Kira.
Long time no see, UT.
Oh, is that what Maki calls him?
Wait, they know each other?
Damn, everybody knows this guy. Apollo, that.
No.
Your Majesty. This filthy rebel belongs in a jail cell.
Oh, yes, of course. Bailiff, kill this nigga.
Seems you really have forgotten the will of the dragon, huh, UT?
The will of D? Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
But I haven't. And no dogs of the no dogs of the Garen regime are gonna lay a finger on me. Alley-oop!
Fly away.
Nice
Oh, you
animation.
didn't fly. Oh, and now
Okay.
it's
All right.
Oh,
Thank God he did that. Deploy all available resources. I want all units placed on high alert.
who the fuck are you talking to, bro? I don't take orders from you.
Oh man, we're so scared, man. You got killers on the loose.
The escaped prisoner escaped again. Damn.
The police force has been placed on high alert. He will be caught before long.
An escaped prisoner who's escaped the law again after giving a ton of false testimony.
This dude's aura is insane. Just
Talk about a trouble.
His edits are gonna go insane.
They really pulled a number on all of us.
With the AI narrator and everything.
What's the point of all that anyway?
well, I can't help but feel that entire episode was an enormous waste of time.
Your Majesty? Perhaps it is not as great a waste as you might believe.
Now he's hype as shit. He's like, oh yeah, this dude looks like an idiot now. I can pack up whoever I want. What makes you say that, Prosecutor Sadmati?
That rebel dropped something as he made his escape from these halls.
Oh, how convenient.
The scrap of paper looks familiar.
These appear to be direct orders from Dirk.
Kill Quando Rondo.
From Dirk? The rebel leader? Oh, but we only have a small corner of it.
Wait, I remember now.
Teacher, can you collect our homework?
Your Majesty, I've seen that scrap of paper before.
You have?
Yeah. That scrap of paper, that's rebel dropped, is a part of this.
Is it part of the bloody letter?
We don't have another torn piece of
Go to the other page. Oh yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it looks like it fits.
That's what she said. Present.
Take that!
And this is...
Found at the scene of the crime. It appears to be a copy of the order that Mr. Rebel nigga dropped. Fuck a Rebel. If we put the two together, we should be able to read what the order says.
Curse slap.
Dude, look. Dude, look.
Oh my! And just what does it say, Mr. Wright?
I don't know. I don't read this.
Okay, I don't read Koreanese.
I can't read this bullshit.
Well, I can't read.
The Prosecutor
man.
Sadmati, if you please.
The ignorant lawyer has not bothered to learn our language.
Carrier, nigga, what?
Very well then.
You read it, Koreanese, man.
Why couldn't Maya do it?
Yeah, America runs the world. You guys learn our language, not the other way around.
I
I like
do
how
not understand.
Who's
like
the
it rolled
third
out big
world
paper.
one?
That's clearly not as how big that letter.
Well, what does it say?
Using the lamplight as a landmark. Using the lamplight as a landmark, he was to parachute down to the inner sanctum. Upon the right's completion, he was to don Lady Kira's robes and make his escape.
What? That is how he was to escape from prison?
So, if I were to assume that Mr. Rebel was the one who killed the High Priest, then maybe it was because Abbott and me tried to thwart his escape plan.
Oh, foul lawyer. I'm afraid that is simply ludicrous.
Did you just read our mind?
Huh? I didn't say anything. You just read my mind.
I know how your putrid mind works.
Aura.
Bruh, damn, twice.
Unfortunately for you, however, now that the rebels' escape plan has been revealed, it is clear that the rebel is not the High Priest's killer.
How can you be so sure?
Always gotta watch this damn butterfly come in. Like, speed it up.
If only you would use that putrid brain of yours every once in a while. That rebel's plan could not even work without the help of a certain individual.
What do you mean?
Sure.
I am speaking of Abbot Emir, of course. Had that rebel simply donned Lady Kira's robes and made his escape alone, he would have been far too conspicuous. But were he by the High Priest's side,
Also, now we believe he's a rebel.
the faithful citizens praying in the plaza would have no cause to suspect anything. It is therefore unthinkable that that rebel was the High Priest's killer.
No.
So then, you're saying the high priest was a... Oh, I cannot bear to say it.
Yes, he was a rebel.
I am afraid it is so. He numbered among the rebels who threatened.
How could this
Okay.
be? A high priest? A rebel? There must
There
be
must be
some...
some mistake.
Well, shoot, maybe Maya can get off the hook because you just killed one of the bad guys, right? Right?
Let it go
Yeah, we don't care about him anymore.
and move on.
He was a terrible person.
Accept the truth. It's the only way. And that goes double for your defense. Cease your futile battle now.
And why should I? Why should I?
Because I will now put the final nail in the coffin of the accused.
No, scary.
Why should I give up if that's literally our life? Fuck.
Where if I had a nickel? If I had a fucking nickel.
Now that we have eliminated that rebel from my list of suspects, there is only one person that still remains. The accused, Maya Faith.
Hold it!
There's gotta be a fourth party.
Nigga, stop. Aren't you forgetting something important?
Something important? Please do explain, defense.
Your barber went missing. You can't end this trial without looking into.
Well, he was the third party, I guess. So, the murder weapon?
Well, what is the arrow?
Oh yeah, the arrow that was sent. Sent towards the dead dude. That did the murder.
It's on the
was
second
a murder.
page. Click it.
Well, wait a minute. Only
I
got a piece
don't,
of
know, I
shit.
don't know if this is relevant right now. I think that's a surprise tool for when we
Yeah, I don't think that's relevant.
pack
I
up
think
the
we should
real-
mention.
the real
I think we should
killer.
mention the murder weapon and claim that like we always do. That's not the correct murder weapon. It was actually.
Wait,
Well,
what
no,
did they
I
say
mean,
the murder weapin was? Look at the autopsy.
It was the
'cause
dagger.
It was
The
the
dagger.
fucking key nigga. But if that's not Cuh, then who is Cuh? Go back.
Yeah,
What are the options?
third party.
The third party murder weapon.
Oh yeah.
Or
Choose the bottom one.
So
Oh,
it's not
I guess
him.
it's
How
still-
how was a woman there? Unless he's still trying to say, oh, she was just in two places at the same time, right?
I guess third party.
Yeah. I'm talking about the true identity of the Lady Kiwa we saw in the seance vision. If that wasn't that's a rebel, then who was it?
Objection!
Bruh.
That matter has already been resolved.
Yeah, it's... Oh,
It has? What's he talking about?
It is as I have maintained from the start. There was no third party in the seance's vision.
Objection!
kill yourself.
there was another Lady Kira there besides Maya. We all saw her.
Satora!
Gojo.
What
Ooh, I thought he blocked that shit. Like a
I can't do my finger point.
Oh, it's the curse tool. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna squeeze his arm.
Hell no. Get this shit off me. Get this lady
Oh,
shit off
shit.
me.
He got bars, bro.
Oh my god.
It is time to let it go and to move on.
That was a cool animation looking at his eye.
Your
Looking at
fate has already been sealed, much like your arm.
This hardly seems fair.
It is one simple one to consider where the victim and the accused were at the time.
I think maybe next time Phoenix needs to like catch her with his junk and, little game of ring
What?
toss.
If the victim was near the spring with his back to the accused, what would he see ahead? Besides the water itself, there is nothing
Hey,
but a
that's the
robot
cuz.
statue.
Well,
Precisely. The Lady Kira we saw in the seance is the robot statue draped in her sacred robes.
No, so now he's bluffing. I guess he just learns from the best, huh?
no way. I'm pretty sure they both they both do it. It's just you can't read his mind. So
The accused wanted the false Lady Kira to appear in the seance vision. Before she came behind and stabbed him with stabbed the victim with the dagger in a reverse grip.
But why would the accused want to do something like create a false Lady Kira?
Hey, deadass.
To show it to the victim as he was being slain.
And what reason would the accused have to fool the victim she was about to kill?
It was not the victim she was trying to fool. It was this very court itself.
Come again.
Suspicion would not fall on the accused if it looked as if another Lady Kira was there. And the defense was foolish enough to fall for it and claim it was a third party in disguise.
Are you saying
I am. It was all a cleverly wicked scheme perpetrated by the accused.
yeah, I've also
A scheme in which she sought to use the seance vision to mislead us.
Oh.
this cannot be happening to me.
What a face you are making, defense. I am surprised you are taking this so hard.
Yeah, aren't you usually like a happy-go-lucky bluffing dude?
Aren't you used to taking dick?
After all, did I not clearly state a while back
I don't think he's used to it. Apollo didn't really show up until recently.
that you were chasing not, that you were chasing after naught but a deluded fantasy?
Yeah, like this flashback.
Something has occurred to me, you see,
Bars.
and your allegations of a third party are but a deluded fantasy.
Whoa.
You're telling me he knew this is how it would turn out all the way back then? And that he was just waiting for the most effective moment to spring it on me?
Do you understand now?
Jotaro so bad.
I have had you dancing in the palm of my hand this entire time.
It can't be.
This is an outrage.
This is bullshit!
You took our royal priestess's sacred divination science and used it to commit this most foul and despicable murder.
No, I did nothing of the sort.
Maya.
Nick, it's not true. I didn't.
Objection.
Cease this ugly display! Your fate is sealed now that the facts have been exposed. Your Majesty, The time has come to convict this criminal who only seeks to taint this sacred hall.
Indeed. It seems this trial is over. Does the defense wish to offer up yet another counter-argument or something?
The accused is not the killer. And here's why. Now what do? I've got nothing.
SMH, it would appear that the defense has run out of arguments to make.
I thought for sure that the rebel was the killer. The only person with a possible motive, the one dressed as Lady Kira, has vanished. And I've got nothing to use against Prosecutor Samadi's argument. Damn it! I can't lose now. Not like this. Not like us. Not like us. They not like us.
Very well then. I shall now render my verdict.
Wait. Please wait. I'm begging you.
It is time to let it go and move on.
This trial need not be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defense Culpability Act against the defense. Now then, this court finds the accused, Maya Faye, and the defense, Phoenix Wright.
Guilty. Oh, it
Wow,
actually went through.
Yeah, you lost.
Damn, we got the bad ending, guys. Pack it up. Reposo.
Oh, you actually got a game over? Bailiff. Who's a bailiff?
You Please forgive the
Seiko.
interruption, but
Seiko.
I win.
Hey, my
I
bad,
win. I win.
Ooh, I want to be bailiff too. Your Majesty, please forgive the Antarashamba.
That's
It's
me.
always
That's my
bitches,
character.
niggas like
It's
you.
always it's my character anyway, bitch ass nigga.
Got the
What is
same.
the meaning of this?
A body has been discovered. Shit, I love Danganronpa. Nah, but that ass though, like.
What is this?
Body. What happened now?
We found this shit in the victim. No Diddy.
What? That's Lady Kira's Wabhat dagger.
That's the murder weapon.
She was under the rebels.
She's killing the rebels! Yay!
Yes.
Well, it would seem that the dagger that was once lost, has now been found.
I have one more thing to report, Prosecutor Sadmati.
Yes.
This dagger. Shit, you gonna love this shit. It has the fingerprints of my face on it.
I can't believe you killed another one, Maya.
What?
I mean,
Good
we're already
grief.
guilty, so we're gonna die.
Good grief.
But
Why would my prints be on it?
I cannot believe it. Yet it must be true.
Trump supporter logic. Is something the matter, Prosecutor Sadmati?
This trial has run its course, and the accused's guilt has been firmly established. However, it would seem the defense was right about one thing.
I was?
You claim that the murder at the inner sanctum had been carried out by the rebel hunter masquerading as Lady Kira.
I did say something to that effect, but what of it?
Prosecutor Sadmati, are you suggesting what I think you are?
I believe that the true identity of the rebel hunter, who has been masquerading as Lady Kira, is none other than the accused Miss Maya Faye.
me?
Ah!
How would I do that other murder if I was literally here
I
to...
realize how shocking this must seem. Looking back, however, I now realize that there was much that pointed to this fact.
Well, it's very simple.
The rebel hunting lady Kira was first sighted about 2 years ago,
Well, that's convenient.
and the accused first came to our kingdom 2 years ago as well.
Why? The timing matches perfectly.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
not
Maya
too
just
good.
can't go anywhere anymore. She's
Yeah.
on house arrest for life. Like, we just can't let her outside.
Yeah. You gotta keep her quarantined.
But there is more.
Just sub in Pearl. She can go anywhere without us.
That warrior was found in the high priest's bedroom 3 days before the rite. Despite his house being locked up tight that night,
Objection!
Oh, jeez. I wonder how that's possible.
How does that prove anything?
Objection!
it is difficult to believe an intruder could have found a way to enter such a secure house. However, the accused was known to come and go freely there, mainly to prepare for the purification rite.
You're telling me no one else goes in and out that house? Okay, that's fine.
I mean, shit, could have been the wife. I mean, Abbot Emmy was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions.
The accused could have easily left the house unlocked for herself without anyone noticing. If we assume that the accused was Lady Kira, that more establishes her motive for killing the High Priest.
Yes, the victim was secretly an insurgent, bent on helping Datsa rebel escape after all.
Precisely. That made him a target of Lady Kira's wrath. And after killing the High Priest, she then unleashed her divine justice on another rebel. So it seems the scope of this case has expanded.
Is that a JJK reference?
We now have 2 murders perpetrated by Miss Maya Fey, masquerading as Lady Kira.
It would be hilarious if the dead body.
Like, do you have no shame, Maya Fey?
If Miss Fey is indeed a serial killer, it would affect the severity of her punishment. In light of this, I believe this second murder must be investigated before we can proceed.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Maya Fey, I hereby charge you with this second murder. May your defiled soul feel the weight of your sins.
A new murder charge on top of a guilty verdict?
Seems the defense will live to see one more day.
They hit Mario Rico charges.
Talk about hanging on by a thread.
Come tomorrow, a far more terrible punishment awaits you.
Does that mean Phoenix goes to jail too while he's waiting for execution?
I hereby
on that.
suspend the proceedings so that the second murder may be investigated. Until the
You go.
conclusion of this new investigation, this court is adjourned.
I know, I know the princess is like partying right now. She's like, I knew it. I was right. I was
They couldn't
right.
have left off on the person that died as a cliffhanger.
No.
You get nothing and like it.
Damn.
Table, shut the fuck up.